Hi everyone, this is Adonis Anastasiou, and today I have public speaking tips for you. Actually, I have 6 of them. How to become a better public speaker. Well, tip number 1. Before you get onto the stage, I want you to look everybody in the audience. And actually, I want you to look them into their eyes. Because when you're not feeling self-confident, you're not going to be looking people in the eyes. So you have to start looking people into their eyes before you get onto the stage. So if somebody else is going to introduce you as a public speaker, use that time and watch everybody in the audience. Nod a little bit, to them and start connecting with them. So tip number 1, see everybody in the eyes before you even start talking. Tip number 2, talk to everyone in the audience. Don't just talk to some people in the front row. Talk to the people who sit in the front row. Talk to the people who sit at the back row. Talk to the people on the left. Talk to the people to the right. You have to talk to everybody in the audience and make sure that everybody is listening. Tip number 3, you have to connect with everyone. And how do you connect with everyone? You have to, ask questions or, invite them to do a dialogue with you, or point to them or nod your head to them. It's like you're connecting with everybody. You're not just speaking and everybody else is listening. You have to make a dialogue. You have to make it interactive. Tip number 4, you have to choose a topic that you're an expert, because people will sense that if you don't know the topic that you're talking about, they will sense it. So you have to choose a topic that you're feeling that you're an expert. Because when you're an expert, then you can talk with, better self-confidence. Then you can, everybody's going to be listening to you, and actually you're going to be sharing valuable content to your audience. And when you're an expert, it helps you for tip number 5, which is you have to speak with self-confidence. Not only you know your stuff, but you have to show that you know your stuff. And usually, self-confident speakers, they use their hands and they have their hands open. When you close your hands and you talk like this, or some people they talk like this, when you're making yourself small, it's like you don't have self-confidence. So use your hands and open your hands. When you open your hands, you're showing that you have self-confidence because you know your stuff. You're open to everything because you're not afraid you're going to hit with questions that you don't know how to answer. And tip number 6, close with a call to action. Ask them, now that you know about everything that I talk about, what are you going to do? How are you going to use that knowledge to your benefit? So you have to close with a call to action. I'm going to close now. Now that you know those 6 tips, what are you going to do? Write down below your comments of how you're going to use those 6 tips and become a better public speaker. Thank you so much for watching.